Welcome, everyone, to today's video, where we are going to dive deep into one of the most powerful secrets to achieving lasting success and true personal fulfillment. We are going to explore how you can make genuine progress every single day, no matter what challenges life throws your way. Have you ever found yourself feeling stuck, perhaps lacking motivation, or simply unsure of where to even begin when it comes to improving yourself? Do you yearn to see yourself just a little bit better, a little bit further along, with each passing day, yet struggle to find effective methods that truly stick? If those questions resonate with you, if you're nodding your head right now, then this video is precisely what you need. We are about to uncover practical, easy-to-implement strategies that will empower you to transform the concept of continuous progress into a tangible reality, bringing about profound and positive changes in every area of your life. This isn't about some radical, overnight transformation. It's about building a sustainable, consistent momentum that propels you forward, day after day, in a way that feels natural, achievable, and deeply rewarding. The journey to making consistent progress, the kind that truly adds up over time, often starts in a place many people overlook, with incredibly small steps. It's a fundamental principle that many of us resist, perhaps because it seems counterintuitive or not impactful enough. We've been conditioned to believe that significant change requires grand gestures, a sudden burst of heroic effort, or waiting for that elusive perfect moment to begin. The truth is, that perfect moment rarely, if ever, arrives. It's a myth that keeps us perpetually waiting on the sidelines, postponing our dreams and delaying our growth. Instead, the most effective approach is to shift your focus entirely, to concentrate on taking actions so minuscule, so utterly effortless, that you literally cannot find a reason to refuse them. This strategy brilliantly circumvents the common psychological barriers of overwhelm, fear of failure, and the sheer mental friction that often accompanies starting something new or challenging. Think about it. When a task seems enormous, our brains instinctively seek to avoid it, generating excuses and fostering procrastination. But what if the task was so small it barely registered as effort? Let's explore some concrete examples to illustrate this powerful concept. If your ambition is to read more books, perhaps to broaden your knowledge, escape into stories, or simply to enrich your mind, don't overwhelm yourself with the daunting goal of reading a chapter, or even 10 pages, every day. That might feel like too much on a busy morning or a tiring evening. Instead, commit to reading just one single page each day. Just one. It's so small, so insignificant in terms of effort, that you can almost always squeeze it in, even if it's while waiting for coffee or before bed. The beauty of this isn't just in the page itself, but in the habit it builds. Once you've read that one page, you might find yourself naturally wanting to read a second, then a third, and before you know it, you've read an entire chapter without even consciously trying to. The initial low barrier to entry tricks your brain into starting, and the momentum does the rest. Similarly, if you're eager to learn a new language, a goal that many find incredibly intimidating due to the perceived difficulty and time commitment, don't set out to master complex grammar rules or memorize hundreds of vocabulary words daily. That's a recipe for burnout and frustration. Instead, dedicate a mere 5 minutes each day to reviewing vocabulary. Just 5 minutes. It could be using a flashcard app, looking up 5 new words, or revisiting phrases you learned yesterday. 5 minutes is a perfectly manageable slice of time, easily found during your commute, a coffee break, or while waiting for dinner to cook. This tiny, consistent effort, when compounded daily, leads to astonishing progress over weeks and months. You're not just learning the language, you're building the foundational habit of showing up for your learning, day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. Or consider physical fitness, an area where many people struggle with inconsistency. The thought of a full hour at the gym or a strenuous run can be enough to derail your intentions before you even begin. Instead, start with a commitment to just a few minutes of brisk walking, perhaps 3 to 5 minutes around your block. Or maybe it's just one single push-up, or stretching for 60 seconds. The key is to make it so easy, so non-intimidating, that skipping it feels more difficult than doing it. These seemingly trivial actions aren't about the immediate physical benefit, though that's a nice bonus. They are primarily about establishing a routine, forging a consistent connection to your goal, and demonstrating to yourself that you are a person who follows through. These small habits are the bedrock upon which you build significant momentum and unwavering perseverance without imposing crushing pressure. Crucially, they generate a daily sense of accomplishment, no matter how small, which in turn nurtures your motivation and seamlessly integrates progress into the very fabric of your daily schedule. You start to see yourself as someone who consistently takes action, and that self-identity is a powerful catalyst for further growth. The power of these micro-actions lies in their ability to overcome inertia, the inherent resistance to starting something new or challenging. By making the first step ridiculously easy, you bypass this resistance and create a pathway for sustained effort. It's like gently nudging a massive boulder down a hill. Once it starts rolling, it gathers its own momentum. This approach is not about instant gratification. It's about the consistent accumulation of small wins that eventually lead to monumental shifts. The second crucial element for making intentional, meaningful progress is the art of setting clear, measurable goals. This isn't just about having an idea of what you want. It's about crafting a precise roadmap that guides your efforts and allows you to track your journey effectively. Many aspiring individuals fall into the trap of setting vague aspirations, like I want to be healthier, I want to be more productive, or I want to earn more money. While these sentiments are noble and understandable, they lack the specificity required to translate into actionable steps. Without a clear destination, any path will seem valid, and you'll likely wander aimlessly, never quite feeling like you're getting closer to your desired outcome. This is where the SMART Goals framework proves itself as an invaluable tool, a true game changer in the pursuit of any objective. Let's break down the SMART acronym and explore how each component transforms a hazy wish into a concrete plan for daily progress. S stands for specific. Your goal must be clear and well-defined, leaving no room for ambiguity. Instead of the broad statement, I want to be healthier, a specific goal would be, I will run 3 times a week, for 30 minutes each session, for the next 3 months. Notice the stark difference. The specific goal clearly outlines the activity, frequency, duration, and even a preliminary time frame. It answers the fundamental questions of who, what, where, when, why, and which. This clarity is paramount because it directly informs the actions you need to take each day. You know exactly what you're aiming for, eliminating guesswork and providing a solid foundation for your efforts. When you wake up, you don't wonder what being healthier entails today. You know you have a run scheduled or a specific dietary adjustment to make. M stands for measurable. How will you track your progress? How will you know when you've achieved your goal, or at least how far along you are? Without a way to measure, your goal remains subjective and difficult to evaluate. Using our running example, you can measure your progress by logging each run, noting the distance covered, the time spent, and how you felt. If your goal is to save money, you can track your bank account balance. If it's to write a book, you can measure daily word count. The act of measuring provides concrete evidence of your advancement. It turns abstract effort into quantifiable results, offering both motivation and a clear indicator of where you stand. There's a profound satisfaction that comes from seeing numbers change in your favor, from watching a progress bar fill up, however slowly. This tangible feedback loop is critical for maintaining motivation, especially on days when you feel your effort isn't yielding results. A stands for achievable. While it's great to dream big, your goals must be realistic and attainable given your current resources, skills, and time constraints. Setting an unachievable goal is a surefire way to invite frustration, self-doubt, and ultimately, failure. For instance, if you haven't run in years, committing to a marathon next month is likely not achievable. A more achievable goal might be to consistently run 5K in 3 months. An achievable goal stretches you, challenges you to grow, but doesn't set you up for inevitable disappointment. It's about finding that sweet spot where ambition meets reality. This doesn't mean you shouldn't aim high, but rather that you should structure your journey with realistic milestones. You can always adjust and raise the bar once you've achieved your current objective, building confidence along the way. R stands for relevant. Your goal should align with your broader values, long-term vision, and other life objectives. It needs to matter to you, deeply. Why are you pursuing this goal? How does it fit into your larger life purpose? If your running goal is simply because someone told you to, but you despise running, it's not relevant to your intrinsic motivations, and you'll struggle to maintain consistency. However, if running aligns with a desire for improved mental clarity, increased energy to play with your children, or to overcome a personal health challenge, then it becomes highly relevant and inherently motivating. When a goal is relevant, it taps into your core drive, making the sacrifices and efforts feel worthwhile and meaningful. It answers the crucial question of why, which often becomes your anchor when motivation inevitably wanes. T stands for time-bound. Every effective goal needs a deadline. Without a specific end date, goals tend to drift indefinitely, often getting pushed aside for more immediate concerns. A deadline creates a sense of urgency and provides a target to work towards. Our running example includes for the next 3 months, providing a clear endpoint for that specific phase of the goal. Whether it's a week, a month, or a year, a time frame helps you prioritize tasks, allocate your time effectively, and avoid procrastination. It's a psychological trigger that says, this needs to happen by X date, which can be a powerful motivator. Without it, urgency evaporates, and today's task easily becomes tomorrow's, then next week's, and so on. Once your goals are clearly defined using the SMART framework, the process of monitoring your progress becomes significantly easier. You'll know exactly where you are on your journey, and you can regularly evaluate your actions and adjust your development plan as needed. The simple act of recording what you've accomplished, even the smallest achievements, will help you tangibly recognize that you are indeed making progress, little by little. This clarity in goal setting serves as your unwavering compass, guiding you forward and preventing you from losing your way, ensuring that every step you take is a deliberate move towards your desired future. It transforms vague aspirations into an actionable plan, providing the structure and direction necessary for sustained daily progress. Now, let's be honest with ourselves. There will be days when you feel utterly drained, lacking in motivation, or simply consumed by the desire to procrastinate. This is not a personal failing. It is a universal human experience. Even the most disciplined individuals face these moments. The key to consistent daily progress isn't eliminating these feelings entirely, but rather equipping yourself with effective strategies to overcome procrastination and navigate these inevitable roadblocks. These are the moments when your commitment is truly tested, and having a set of reliable tools can make all the difference between moving forward and stagnating. One incredibly helpful, almost magical, little trick is what's known as the 2-minute rule. It's elegantly simple. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Don't put it off. Don't add it to a growing to-do list. Don't let it linger in your mind. Just get it done. The power of this rule lies in its ability to break the cycle of procrastination and prevent small, seemingly insignificant tasks from accumulating into an overwhelming mental burden. Think about it. Sending that quick email, washing that one dish, putting away that single item of clothing, replying to that brief message, tidying up your workspace for a minute, or even making your bed. Each of these takes less than 2 minutes. If you consistently apply this rule, you'll eliminate a vast amount of mental clutter and reduce the feeling of being constantly behind. More importantly, each completed 2-minute task generates a tiny but significant sense of accomplishment. These small wins build momentum, acting as a gentle nudge to tackle larger, more complex tasks. It's a fantastic way to overcome inertia and initiate positive action, setting a productive tone for your day. For those more complex or daunting tasks, the strategy shifts to breaking them down into manageable, bite-sized pieces. This is often referred to as eating the elephant one bite at a time. The sheer scope of a large project can be incredibly intimidating, triggering feelings of overwhelm that lead directly to procrastination. Your brain sees the entire mountain and immediately thinks, I can't possibly climb that, leading to paralysis. Instead of fixating on the entire colossal project, shift your focus to the very next actionable step. What is the single, tangible thing you can do right now to move forward, even if it's just a tiny component of the whole? For instance, if you're writing a report, don't think write the report. Instead, break it down, open the document, create an outline, write the introduction paragraph, find one research source. Each of these steps, individually, feels much less intimidating and much more achievable. By focusing only on that immediate next step, you reduce the perceived difficulty and make starting much easier. You're not trying to conquer the whole mountain at once. You're just taking the first step on the trail. Remember, progress isn't always about massive, giant leaps. Sometimes, it's simply about continuing to work, even when you don't feel like it. The act of just showing up and taking that small, next step, especially when resistance is high, is a profound act of self-discipline and commitment. Effective time management and cultivating self-discipline are crucial keys to maintaining consistency when faced with difficulties. It's about consciously choosing to do what needs to be done, even when your emotions or internal resistance are telling you to do otherwise. This isn't about being a robot. It's about recognizing that relying solely on motivation is a recipe for inconsistency, because motivation is fleeting. Discipline, on the other hand, is a skill you can build and rely on. Develop routines that support your goals, schedule specific times for your progress-focused activities, and protect those times fiercely. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of any journey. You might miss a day, or even several. The critical difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of setbacks, but the ability to quickly get back on track. Don't let one missed day snowball into a week of missed opportunities. Forgive yourself, learn from the interruption, and recommit to your next small step tomorrow. This resilience, this ability to bounce back, is a hallmark of sustained progress. It's about building the muscle of overcoming internal resistance, understanding that discomfort is temporary, and that the satisfaction of consistent effort far outweighs the fleeting comfort of procrastination. Mastering these strategies transforms moments of doubt and resistance into opportunities for growth, ensuring that your journey of daily progress remains robust, even in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, we must learn to truly appreciate and embrace the profound power of consistency and persistence. This isn't just about showing up, it's about showing up regularly, even when the results aren't immediately apparent, and having the tenacity to continue even when you feel like giving up. The path to sustainable growth and significant achievement is rarely a straight, upward line. It's far more akin to a winding road, complete with unexpected turns, periods where you might feel stagnant, or even moments when it seems like you're taking a step backward. These fluctuations are not indicators of failure. They are simply part of the process. What truly matters, what differentiates those who ultimately succeed from those who don't, is your ability to return to your path, to resume your journey, even after an interruption, a setback, or a period of lost motivation. It's easy to be hard on yourself when you miss a day or fall short of a goal. We tend to magnify our failures and diminish our successes. But this self-criticism is counterproductive and corrosive to sustained effort. Instead, adopt a mindset of self-compassion and learning. If you don't meet your goal one day, don't dwell on it with guilt or shame. Such emotions only create further resistance. Rather, take a moment to reflect. What happened? What can I learn from this experience? How can I better support myself tomorrow? Then, commit to trying again the very next day. This resilient mindset, this refusal to let a single misstep define your entire journey, is absolutely vital. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up more often than not. It's about the cumulative effect of small, repeated actions. Think of it like a dripping faucet filling a bucket. Each drop seems insignificant, but over time, it fills to the brim. Your daily, consistent efforts work the same way, gradually filling your bucket of progress. Building a supportive environment is another powerful catalyst for maintaining consistency and reinforcing your internal motivation. This could manifest in various forms, perhaps an accountability partner who shares similar goals and with whom you check in regularly, providing encouragement and gentle pushes. It might be joining a study group or a community centered around your area of interest, where shared passion and collective energy keep everyone engaged. Sometimes, it's as simple yet effective as cultivating a tidy, organized workspace that minimizes distractions and signals to your brain that this is a place for focused effort. These external structures and social connections act as invaluable buffers against the inevitable ebbs and flows of individual motivation. They provide a sense of belonging, shared purpose, and sometimes, the gentle external pressure needed to keep moving when your internal drive is flagging. Ultimately, it is this unwavering persistence and unyielding consistency that truly makes the biggest difference over time. It's not the dramatic, singular moments of inspiration or massive leaps, but the quiet, relentless dedication to showing up, day after day, week after week, month after month. This sustained effort, this commitment to continuous motion, even when it's just a shuffle forward, is what compounds into remarkable achievements. The person you become through this process of daily striving and consistent effort is often more valuable than the goal itself. You cultivate resilience, discipline, self-awareness, and a profound belief in your ability to shape your own future. This continuous, unwavering dedication creates profound positive change, not just in specific areas of your life, but in your entire outlook, leading to a more meaningful and deeply fulfilling existence. In summary, to truly make progress every single day, to build a life of continuous self-improvement and significant achievement, you need to embed several powerful strategies into your routine. Begin by embracing the profound effectiveness of starting with incredibly small, almost imperceptible actions that overcome initial resistance and build essential momentum. Pair this with the strategic clarity of setting clear, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals, which provide a precise roadmap and allow you to track your journey with confidence. Crucially, equip yourself with practical techniques to skillfully navigate and overcome the inevitable challenges of procrastination and other obstacles, understanding that setbacks are opportunities for learning, not reasons to quit. And finally, anchor your entire journey in the unwavering commitment to consistency and persistence, recognizing that sustained effort, more than anything else, is the true engine of lasting transformation. These are not merely abstract pieces of advice. They are powerful, actionable tools designed to help you reshape your habits, redefine your potential, and achieve remarkable strides in every domain of your life. Always remember that each new day presents a fresh, unblemished opportunity for you to become an even better version of yourself. There is no need to wait for ideal conditions, for a moment of perfect inspiration, or for external circumstances to align perfectly. The most powerful choice you can make is to begin right now, today, even if it's with the tiniest, most unassuming step. That first small action is the seed from which all future progress will sprout and flourish. Thank you for joining us on this journey to unlocking your potential for daily growth. We wish you immense success on your path of personal development and in building a life that is truly meaningful and deeply rewarding. Take that first step and watch how it transforms everything.